I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Breakfast Club of Boxing as GTO. Instagram, we just started. This is the passion, man. And we're here to talk about the big fight. Super duper, duper duper, big fight. We are live and taking phone calls.
Boxing Voice. Ayo Ness, roll up the Hardin. I just landed at Reed, I'm trying party. Roll up. Shout out to I mean. We rollin' permanent marker. Be careful, this jabber stain you like a permanent marker. Size him up, then back him down. Vander Holyfield posture. All these other shows frauds. We the real, they imposters. We got like 2 phones lit. I'm on my 2-tone ish. Let's drop the line up. We got Bill Haney on the list. Whether it's X or Discord, hit the line. The floor is yours. You ain't feeling my opinion? We can meet at Border Wars. Throw you straight and I'ma slip. Throw my straight, you know it's lit. I take this rollie off my wrist and throw some gloves on this. I throw some gloves on this and turn the money made. Hit the subscribe button, it's free and you can join the day. And hit that champ level. Appreciate it. We live every day, twice a day, we stay dedicated. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. 6 a.m. or 9 a.m., we'll get you through your day. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. They tuning in from New York all the way to the UK.
What up? This is just too easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It's the weekend recap, and we're back with another one to discuss all the fine boxing that took place this weekend. And if you guys are interested in talking about that, then you've come to the right place. Hardcore boxing platform. This is what we do. Day after day, week after week, month after month. We talking boxing over here, man. We had some good fights this weekend. Rumble, young man, rumble. Shout out to Ekow Essuman, who did his thing and forced us to know who he is. Got the upset over Josh Taylor. What a great fight, back and forth. Probably the fight of the weekend for me, man. Probably the fight of the weekend. Definitely a high-pace, all-action fight that resulted in a unanimous decision win for Ekow. So salute to him for obviously getting the biggest win of his career and putting himself on a completely different level now, right? It's going to be big names from here on out, I would hope, for Ekow. I would hope that's what they're going to do. Over on Discord, let me know if we're rocking and rolling or do we need a restart. Go ahead and put my little sound check in there. And if you're listening to this on X Spaces, don't waste any time. Go ahead and hit that retweet, repost. This way, more people know that we're rocking out every day on a Sunday talking at boxing. Let me just go ahead and restart. I don't like the way that Discord was looking. Wasn't looking like enough people there. So usually that means that the audio is no bueno. But the weekend was good, man. We have to admit, we had a decent weekend of fights. And, a good upset courtesy of Ekow. Career-defining win for him, without a doubt. Obviously, in front of the OVO Hydro Glasgow arena there, in front of all of Josh Taylor's fan base. Usman defeated Taylor via unanimous decision with the scores of 116, 113, 116, 112, 115, 113. I think I'm more with the 115, 113. Whenever I don't do a live fight chat, I'm forced to watch the fight with audio on, right? Just makes sense. And, man, I felt like the commentators were giving, or not giving Ekow too much credit, but they were just basically trying to tell me that Josh was tired. And I didn't really see tired. Did he slow down? Maybe. But I don't think he gave away rounds. I feel like those rounds were always competitive. And, Josh was doing his thing. Obviously, Ekow was just more busy for me. Extremely more busy. So that's what did it for me. But I didn't really feel like Josh gassed out. All I could hear from the, announcers was how Josh Taylor is fading and he's gassing. But I would see him fight in spurts. Now, maybe that's another way of putting that he was fading. And that's why he was fighting in spurts. But I just feel he couldn't match Ekow punch for punch. Ekow came out there looking to win that fight via high output, and it wasn't really anything you can do. It was nasty, too, because he was landing that straight right down the pipe perfectly on Josh. And Josh did have a good, fast start where, he wanted to maybe kind of let Ekow Essuman know that he didn't belong on this level in those first couple of rounds, the way that Josh was trying to push him. But, hey, man, Ekow matched him, bro. He matched his violence. He hung in there. And he was digging to that body, bro. I think that's what caused everything, to go downhill for Josh. And maybe that is part of what the announcers were talking about in terms of the fading. Again, I just thought Josh was competitive beginning through end. I didn't really see this huge fading. Did he slow down? For sure. But it wasn't this huge fading. It just felt like Ekow was coming on. And he wasn't letting anything Josh do stop him from being the man that threw more punches. And he was just very busy, man. Shout out to him. It was his night. He looked good. And with that vicious body attack, his come-forward nature, I want to see him again. Shout out to him, man. Like I said, career-defining win. Perfect for him because it's domestic. People love Josh, so he's really going to get some hometown love now. For Ekow, he's 36 years old. Think about that. Bud's 37 and super duper accomplished. So Ekow needed this badly because, you'll get the people to call in and tell you how Taylor is fading or Taylor is done. And Taylor ain't never been the same since this fight or that fight. But Taylor got a legacy to go home to. Taylor was former undisputed lightweight champion. And, while he struggled in his welterweight debut, his legacy is cemented. I highly doubt there's a bunch of dudes from Scotland that have undisputed. So, for Ekow, this is huge. Usman's win opens the door for some big fights. While I'm sure you guys are going to look at Taylor's loss and question whether he has a future in the sport at all after 3 consecutive losses. Some may be asking Taylor to retire. Now, weekend recap, man. Moses Itauma, the heavyweight dominance, looking like a beast. But right away, What is his name? Lord, it's escaping me at the moment. Martin Bakole comes out and says that Moses Itauma did well against a bum. Shout out to Bakole with the shots fired. Moses was on the undercard of Taylor Usman. The results, obviously, he's 12-0 with 10 KOs. Stopped Balogun in the second round with 3 knockdowns. So the young man that the UK wants to make the UK version of Mike Tyson by putting a world title around him and allowing him to break that record of Mike of being the youngest heavyweight world champion. We'll see, can he get it done? But he's certainly on his way. That check hook was beautiful, catching Mike on the way in and laying him out flat. Now, he didn't seem knocked out to me. He seemed embarrassed on that floor, the way he kept his hands on his head. And he was moving. He didn't seem sleepy. I don't know what was going on there, but who cares? It's more about Moses and his power and precision and his rapid rise. And when are we going to see him in with a name that the rest of the world cares about tuning in for? You know? So what's next for Itauma? This performance definitely strengthened his case to be a future heavyweight contender. But with guys like Martin Bakole saying that his opponent was a bum, that's a beautiful potential matchup. Joe Parker did great versus Bakole, but he's a former world champion with a plethora of experience. Is the young Itauma ready for someone on that level, the level of a Martin Bakole? Angelo Leo, went to Japan and gets a big win, calls out Inoue. Leo looked good. He looked solid. Didn't get hit too much. Didn't take any punishment. Bunch of headbutts for sure, but no physical damage coming by way of the boxing gloves. He thoroughly outboxed Kometa, in my opinion. I would love to hear people's opinion who actually watched it. I know some of you might be saying, well, how'd you watch it? It wasn't on the YouTube channel. You had to download the app or go to the .com. It was something about the TV right restrictions. They couldn't have it on YouTube. But the results for Angelo Leo, 25-1 with 12 KOs, defended his IBF featherweight title via majority decision. Leo is now 31, seeming to be in the prime of his career. Two-time champion and calling out the face of the lower weight classes in Naoya Inoue, who's considering a move up to featherweight after, his fight with Ramon Cardenas, who dropped him. And Luis Nery, obviously, he had those fights. But Leo's knockout of Luis Alberto Lopez in 2024 is the type of power we needed him to demonstrate over Kometa, to give people that push in believing he can beat Inoue. But this performance definitely tells you that he can potentially outbox Inoue if he can be like Lamont Roach and take the power of the tank, right? So Leo could maybe outbox him. He definitely lets his hands go. He doubles up that left hook. He was beautiful on the stick. That jab was just popping, and he kept it busy all night, So obviously, Inoue's been looking vulnerable to left hooks, and Cardenas was just, he loaded up too much. He was telegraphing it, but both Neary and Cardenas put Inoue down and hurt him with those left hooks, which obviously has to give Angelo Leo hope stylistically because he has a good left hook and he doubles that left hook. So Leo is planning a vacation, but he's eyeing that Inoue showdown potentially in 2026. I believe when we interviewed him, he said he was going to stay in Japan and he was already planning the trip to Japan with his girl. I had messaged him to see was he back, but I don't think he is due to that vacation. It just clicked. So maybe he's there, maybe he's not. But shout out to Angelo Leo, man. Big win, friend of the show, and came up big in Tokyo. It was funny watching that fight, right? Because they were a lot louder than what I thought they would be or wouldn't be. Normally, we're told that the Japanese crowd doesn't cheer. I felt like I heard cheers for sure. Now, going back to the Ekow part, what's up with this? Gloves in the locker room after the fight? I've never seen this, honestly. They're supposed to take your gloves off in the ring and check them, and you're supposed to turn them into the commission. I've never seen this, but outside of showing you that he's got his gloves all the way back in the locker room, still taped up, he says he broke a rib. So I guess Josh hit him with one of them uppercuts to the body and broke a ribby rib on Ekow.
Good luck, Ekow. You worked hard. Woo! Worked hard. I think I might have cracked it.
Yeah. He said, I think I might have cracked it. First, I broke my rib. Then he said, I think I might have cracked it. So that's nasty.
Yes.
Now, I don't know. You seen that last trainer come and kind of make the movement of a right uppercut, which was one of those punches that Josh was definitely landing with frequency. He was digging to that body for sure. Now, Errol Spence Jr., once again, I'm not going to call it a tease of a comeback, but there's an update of a comeback. It's probably not a update for a comeback, but it is conversation of said potential comeback and an update on if and when that comeback would be, right? I know it's very confusing, but it's all tweets. And because he's a big name, we are reporting it. Obviously, you know, this is Errol Spence on Twitter replying to a fan that says, man, it's been a long time, Spence. If you're not going to box, you need to go ahead and announce retirement. Quit keeping your loyal fan base hoping and guessing. And Earl comes back and says, Ben said, I'll come back when I'm ready. No one rushing me to do shit. So he don't care about no loyal fan base. He don't care about shit. You ain't about to rush him back. So certainly an Errol Spence update of some sorts. One, we now know he is not retired. While you may want him to be retired, while you may want him to retire because he isn't coming back in the speed that you would want, he is not retired, right? And in terms of when he's coming back, there is no comeback. Like he said in his tweet, you know, when I'm ready, I'll come back. But ain't nobody rushing Earl, according to Earl. So that is your Spence update. There was, on that Japanese card, I believe someone was hospitalized after losing. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Jinjiro, I believe it was the first name. And shout out to Lee McGregor, who got stopped by Nathan Collins, 17-0, 8 KOs in the 4th round to win the WBC silver featherweight title. And listen, we got a poll over on our community page, basically asking you who stole the show this weekend. Was it Ekow with the upset? Was it Moses Itauma's power with the KO? Angelo Leo's title defense? Or Errol Spence's comeback? And right now on our poll, 41%. Look at that. 41% says the upset win over Josh Taylor by Ekow Essuman stole the weekend. 19% believe it was the Moses Itauma KO. Nobody even chose my boy Angelo Leo going on the road and getting it done like a true G. And Errol Spence's comeback is another 41% because he's such a big star. People just want to know, when's the man coming back? Is he coming back? Is he done or not? In terms of news and notes, June 7th, which isn't too far from now, remember Emiliano Moreno, the welterweight David Benavidez, will be getting in the ring with Eric Bonet. Bonet, I believe he was stopped once, maybe in his career. So Emiliano Moreno looking to stop him too. Justin Pauldo in the main event with Juan Carlos Burgos. Burgos a common opponent with Andy Cruz and with Keyshawn. And if I heard correctly when I interviewed Justin's manager, they had received an offer for Keyshawn, but chose not to take it for whatever reason. So he is at least being considered, right? And if he could get another win, he can probably be in that title shot with Keyshawn. And if Keyshawn happens to move up, courtesy of Turkey Al-Sheikh, to fight a Teofimo Lopez, then maybe that belt becomes vacant and Pauldo gets in that position, you know? Oh, they said I sound like Juan. You know why? Because Majid called me early this morning and I didn't have my mixer on, so I had to put this. Oh, wow, my bad, fellas. Damn, y'all been waiting there for a while. With the bad audio. Let me fix that. Yo, you should be good now. Apologies. That sucks. And yeah. Let me see. I think that's it pretty much, man. I'm going to go ahead and do a live poll here on our live YouTube channel, and we're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. Weekend recap. If you want to call in, discuss this weekend's fights, feel free. And if not, okay. We are going out to Boxing Fight Game. What is up? Good morning.
Boxing Voice.
What's up, brother? You sound a little bit far.
Sorry, man. Is that? Am I clear? Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you now.
I'm just traveling at the moment. That's why. If it goes up, I apologize, brother. But yeah, last night I watched the fight card. I watched the two big fights. Moses Itauma versus I can't remember his name. Bolan or something. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, just go with Mike, man.
Mike, yeah, that guy. Yeah, nice guy. Looked like a nice guy anyway. But Moses was too good for him. Moses Itauma, I personally, right, I thought he was going to fight Justin Mooney, but Justin Mooney is now fighting Fabio Wardley. That would have been a good fight because they're both similar. They're both prospects coming up. There's been a lot of talk about Martin Bakoli. Martin Bakoli was there. Martin Bakoli was saying, I can beat him. I'm going to lose weight. I'm not going to eat no more McDonald's. I'm going to beat him. Okay, we hope so. But, I mean, that's a good fight. Make it happen. Make it happen. But I don't know. I don't think Frank Warren will take that risk just yet. I think Frank Warren will have at least 2 more fights with Moses Itauma, and then he'll look at the end of the year and putting him in there with a top 10 guy. That's my opinion. What do you think? What should be next for Moses Itauma?
I mean, why not the Bakoli fight? I know you're saying that he's overweight, but then that plays into the favor of Itauma. It's still the biggest win of his career, and it's a domestic level fight.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I think if Bakoli can get in shape a little bit more, it'll be better. I mean, when he fought against Jared Anderson last year...
I mean, there's more upside on Itauma, so, Bakoli not getting in shape, That's his own fault. And Itauma just takes advantage of that. Hopefully.
I thought the performance by Bakoli last year against Jared Anderson was outstanding. He then obviously fought against Parker, very late notice, out of shape, got knocked out. Then he had a fight, literally 2 months later, he had a fight against Ejagba where he drew another. I thought Ejagba looked good at that fight, but Bakoli, he's gone from being the boogeyman, the nightmare of the division, to being a little bit of a joke here in the UK. 12 months ago, after
Damn,
he beat Anderson,
wait. How you a joke because you lost one fight, bro?
I don't know, but the media, the way the media narrative here, 12 months ago, they were making out, Anthony Joshua, stay away from Bakoli. Now, 12 months on, they're like, Anthony Joshua couldn't beat Bakoli. But, it's just the way the thing is. My opinion is, I want to see that fight, but not next. I want to see at the end of the year. I want to see Bakoli take a bit of time out, get in shape. And as for, what's his name, Ekow, great performance by Ekow. I had a feeling he would beat Josh Taylor. I know a few guys who trained with Ekow. Ekow's a good fighter, mate. Very good fighter.
All right, my brother. Appreciate it. And we are going out to Alex Vega. What up?
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, we didn't have a show on Friday night, right?
Friday night, no. Remember, I canceled the interviews, fell asleep.
Okay.
But I rescheduled
no
Justin
doubt.
already. I spoke to him.
Oh,
It's
okay,
going to be
good.
Wednesday at
Bro, I just
7:30.
remembered. I was like, holy shit. When you mentioned his card, I was like, oh, damn, we supposed to talk to him Friday. All right, cool.
Nah, he said
I
it was
definitely want
all
to hear
good.
from him, man.
I apologized twice to him. I ain't tell him I
For
fell
sure.
asleep, but I let him know I was busy.
Yeah, Pauldo, man, I really think he's one of those guys, bro, that is really good, man. It's just opportunities, man. He's had one slip away, and now he's on, and then that decision. A lot of times you see these cats kind of, in a way, kind of give up or kind of, get off the gas, bro. And he stayed there, man. So I definitely want to hear from him, and I look forward to his fight June 7th, bro. For real. I think he can compete with anybody. But yeah, man, it was an interesting weekend, wouldn't you say? It was very strange not having boxing Saturday night because I don't feel like we didn't have anything big or that accessible last weekend either. It was the UFC fight, the UFC Fight Pass, and bro, I was watching the old fights. I had texted you. I was watching that Katayev, man. I think that's how you say his name. And I can't wait for that Morel Katayev fight, bro. That's gonna be a banger, man. That's good matchmaking finally from. No, let me stop. Mr. Handhold, but shout out to Essuman, bro. A guy a lot of people never seen him before. I've seen him plenty of times. A dude not with no real, he's not. It's not that he's fast. It's not that he's, super powerful. He's a dude that just works hard, and you've seen it. He went there, put the pace on Josh. I thought Josh started out beautifully, man. I mean, he was slipping and ripping to the body. I mean, that was there all night. He was pushing Essuman back. But yeah, I disagree with you. I think he hit a wall in that fight. I don't know if it was the headbutt. I don't know if he started just feeling the punches, or maybe just that gas tank or the miles he's accumulated just hit him in the ring. He wasn't as active. He wasn't as quick on the trigger. He wasn't as reactive. And Essuman remained consistent. His nickname is the Engine, and that's exactly what we saw. 36 years old. Didn't look 36 at all. Josh Taylor looked like he was a 36 year old in that bout. Man, shout out to him. Like you said, he said he had a cracked rib. Absolutely, I believe it, because Josh Taylor was hitting him super clean to the body. I mean, bro, it couldn't miss. And oh shit, time running out already. Damn, that shit fly. Shout out to Moses. What's next, bro? Who knows? You don't have to rush the kid. He's 20. But yeah, we don't want to see, just sacrifices over and over again. All right, bro. Appreciate the time.
All right. Matt Bent, the Caribbean. Yo, Matt Bent.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah. Good show so far. Bukoli needs to lose weight. He's losing his luster as the boogeyman. He needs to lose weight, come in shape, and show his shit. I'm happy for Angelo Leo. He took a loss against Steph, came back and proved that he's a real champion, got a belt, went overseas, and put belt to ass and retain his championship. Josh Taylor started out hot. And when I thought, okay, Taylor gonna run away with this one. But it's a 12-round fight. And the Ghanaian proved his mettle even with a broke rib. I don't think Josh should retire. I think he should take a soft touch. I guess Ekow was not a soft touch. And get used to the weight class. Because he did look good early. He looked real good early. He was fast. He was precise. He was showboating a little bit. So it was good. Our earlier topic during the week with Ryan Garcia, just to put my 2 cents. Hopefully it's worth $1. Garcia being the king or the king of Astarine. Like I said in my super chat, Rolly is the new king. Rolly has fought 2 of the 4 kings. Not speaking for Haney, I'm speaking for Rolly. I think Rolly should fight Haney. And if Rolly wins, Rolly will be the king slayer. That's my call. Thank you.
All right. Trice, Toledo, Ohio.
Yo.
What
up, though? What up, though?
Hey,
man. Shit, man. It was a big weekend, man. It's a lot of shit going on. Let me get my crow, man, off the top. I do want to say, man, fucking hell. Let me get my crow for my nigga Lee McGregor. Fucking hell. Shout out Nate Collins, man. Fucking hell. Nate Collins, bro. Damn it, governor. Why you do my mans like this? You understand me, mate?
Damn.
You put my mans in a body bag. I didn't appreciate that. You understand to me? But hey, you like that, man? We cultured too. But no, shout out to my man Nate Collins, man. He put my mans in the grave. That shit was serious. 4th round stoppage. I'm with this shit. So I ain't gonna lie. I thought Lee Lightning McGregor was gonna do something. Didn't get it done. Shout out to Ekow Essuman. How you fucking the engine? Fucking hell. Why you do my man Josh Taylor like that, fam? He didn't appreciate that, Guff. But we'll take the crow for that too, because I thought Josh Taylor we'll take the crow for that as well. I thought Josh Taylor would have gotten it done. We'll take the crow for that, fam. Come on. My man. Yeah. Shout out to him. I'm not gonna hold you up, Nestor. If they decide that they want to do a rematch, you feel me, with Josh Taylor and Ekow Essuman, if Riyadh season going to Africa, fuck it, give me the rematch. I'd do a rematch. Let's do Essuman versus Taylor. Put his name first. Let's take it to Africa.
Hey, yo, you know who need the fight?
Who?
Josh
Essuman?
Taylor
Who?
versus George Kambosos.
Nah, man at 140. Man at 140.
Let them move up, bro. They both like on 4-fight
Kambosos
losing.
not gonna
Like they both on a 4-fight losing streak, but it's 3-fight losing streak. But they both
No, you're right though.
took a win that
Yeah.
people don't think they deserve. That shit might make for a good fight.
No, I'm with you. It do make sense, but it's just Kambosos. I ain't gonna lie. He feel lighter than Josh Taylor. I don't know. Your man, I want to see your man. If your man, what you think? What you think? Fuck the time. We ain't worried about the timer. And I feel like I owe you some money too, bro. I feel like I owe you some money too on the last call. I was busy. I ain't get to see your check. I got you. But with that Mercado, Nick, what you think Mercado could do with a Josh Taylor, cuz?
I mean, Taylor's at 47, but if he want to come back down to 40, because that's one of my poll options. Maybe he should go back, after Ekow Essuman stunned Josh Taylor. What's next for Josh Taylor on Twitter? Retire, rematch Essuman, a new welterweight foe, or back to 140. If you're gonna go back to 140, go ahead and get that Mercado schmo.
No, he can't go back though. I like the rematch. Him, like I say, if Riyadh season going to Africa, I like the rematch. You put Josh Taylor on the undercard of like a Anthony Joshua and Martin Bacoli type shit. You feel me? I like the rematch in Africa. You give Essuman his time to shine in Africa. I like that. I wouldn't mind a rematch though, because it was a good fight. It wasn't like Josh Taylor was getting his ass kicked or no shit like that. It was just man was there to fight. You feel me? He wasn't there to get rolled over. I'm with the shit. Shout out to him. Great performance and shit like that. Hell, if Devin Haney decide that he want to make a welterweight debut and he want to get on go to Africa, shit, Essuman ain't a bad guy. That's a good fight for Devin. You see me? But hey, that's neither here nor there though. Oh, I also want to say, man, shout out to our nigga Maxie Hughes, man. Maxie Hughes got the dub. Archie Sharp, you weird ass nigga. You went in there, you fought like shit, bro. Did you watch that fight, Ness? Please tell me you watched that. That man, you Archie Sharp, you hoe ass nigga, you went in there. I know why you was ducking my fighter. Albert Bell. These guys can't hide from us. You see us, Maxie Hughes and Albert Bell. I like that fight. I like that fight, and that's what you think.
Albert Bell?
Albert Bell and Maxie Hughes. I like that fight, man. What you think, man? Maxie Hughes just went in there and won a WBC silver belt, man. I'm telling you that I want. Go ahead.
I'll take it.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying. Shout out to Maxie Hughes. He got that shit done. Archie Sharp went in there and fought like pure shit. Like I don't like to call guys bums, Ness, but I'll call him a hobo. You understand what I'm saying? He might not be a bum, but that bitch went in there and fought like a hobo. You get me? Archie Sharp, you're cooked. You feel me? Ain't nobody fucking with gang no more. That shit was horrible. Shout out to Maxie Hughes. He went in there and got that done. I would like to see him in there with Shakur Stevenson if he get the fight. Fuck it. You feel me? He come in southpaw. He a wily vet. You feel me? Fuck it. Let's make it happen. Angelo Leo. I like what you did in there with Kameda. That was a good fight. We had our eyes on that. But I'm not gonna hold you up. It came down to that 11 and 12th round. Did you watch the fight, Ness?
Which one? The Sharp fight?
No. The Angelo Leo and Kameda.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What'd you think?
No, it ain't come down to the 12th round for me. I didn't think it was that tight. Like I thought Angelo Leo. I'm a boxer, so I was obviously giving him more points per round because he was jabbing. The other dude wasn't jabbing. The other dude was just using his head, trying to wait till Leo could get on the ropes to do some fake Mexican, Japanese bullshit.
Mexicanese?
Yeah, that shit wasn't about nothing.
Yeah. No, but hey, I don't know. I thought it came down to that 11 and 12th round. I thought Angelo Leo I thought it was tight, man. I damn near had it like 5-5 going into the 10th round. That shit was damn near a draw. So shit, Angelo Leo, he pulled that shit out at the end to me though. It was a good fight though. I like what I seen, man. I like what I seen. I heard them talking about because he was in Japan that if Inoue is taking a fight, apparently that might be the first fight you taking. Have you heard anything from your people? I know he a pro box fighter.
I mean,
he
like called out Inoue, but you ain't gonna get nothing. They ain't gonna talk about nothing now.
No, word up. No, it makes sense. I mean, I'm just, hey man, we gotta ask these questions, man. I like Angelo Leo versus Nick Ball. I ain't bullshitting. I want that fight. I like that fight on some unification type shit. Nick Ball, I know he around this motherfucker. He came in, he be, in the body and your chest on the same type of shit that Kameda be on. I like that fight for Angelo Leo. Or even the Stephen Fulton rematch, but I don't know if he stand down there at 126. He might be going up and shit. So, But it was a lot of boxing, man. I'm with the shits. I like this type of shit. Like I said, that Ryan Garcia and these motherfucking Rolly Romero's and that's teeny bopper boxing. I'm not with that shit. You feel me? This is the real shit. This is the minor minutia of the boxing. This is what keep the game going. You feel me? But shout out TBV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Y'all be cool.
All right. Quest the best. What it do?
One, two, on audio.
Straight.
Yeah, man. Good morning, TBV. Yeah, I tried to catch what I could. Some good fights I heard, man. It was some good fights, bro. I really wanted to check out my man Moses. I really think he could be a heavyweight star in the future. But Ness, man, you did my cruiserweight British man wrong, man. He had a good performance. He's not even a poll.
Who?
He can't even get a vote, man. What's that cat name? He knocked out dude in the I think
we ain't watching no cruiserweights this week, bro. Who is he?
Youmbi or some shit. He knocked out
You talking about the heavyweight, man? Moses Itauma. We is talking about him.
I thought it was someone else though that was on that card though.
He was the undercard. Moses. He got the knockout over Mike Balogun, the heavyweight. I think Mike from Patterson. You out here wilding, man. Get off the sauce, man. It's too early on a Sunday to be drinking Grandpa's old stash, man.
No. I blazed a little bit. But Ness, I'm serious, bro. I could have sworn, my nigga, it was a dark-skinned nigga. He finished the dude.
Oh, let me check. Because you said, the way you said the name, you made it sound like it was Moses Itauma. I don't know. Let me check if there's somebody else on
No. He had a good knockout too, though. But it was like a dark-skinned British nigga. You know what I'm saying? He had a knockout too over somebody. But I don't know, man. I smoked a little bit this morning. I don't know, man. I could be tripping. But yeah, man. I voted on the poll. I had Moses Itauma. I didn't think he was going. I mean, the dude was 41 years old. He kind of was on the older side. But yeah, he went in there, did what he was supposed to do. He looked way quicker. He looked way stronger. Just looked more prepared. The other guy didn't know what was going on, and then he looked totally outmatched. He didn't have a good day at all. But Josh Taylor, yeah, he looked done, bro. Ever since the Jack Catterall, not even Jack Catterall, Tio. Ever since Tio beat him for the undisputed, he ain't looked the same, man. He got that robbery over Jack, and then he been living off that. But now we kind of see like he's not that guy right now. It's time for the new people to come up. Shout out to him. He put that dude on. I didn't know who that other dude was he was fighting. Ekow or some shit. Yeah, he went there and put it on him. But it was some good fights. Yeah, it was some good fights. I tried to catch what I could, man. But Ness, you looked it up yet, bro? I'm not tripping, nigga. It was a dark-skinned British nigga on the card. He had like not a first round knockout, but like a fourth round knockout or something.
I'll check. I ain't check. I'll check.
It's definitely the undercard.
I'm checking right now. I mean, again, I only watched the co-main and the main, bro. Shout out to
he fought a nigga named Jameson or some shit.
Yeah.
But
okay. Youmbi?
Yeah, him. He looked good. He had one loss on his box record, but he looked good. He had a great performance. Hey, I never heard of him until yesterday too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give him his shout out. You feel me? He's not even in the poll. He had a great performance. He had a better performance than Leo. You know, he actually finished the dude.
Hell no, bro. See, that's the problem.
Man.
Hey, man, you got to factor everything into that performance. Leo on the road, backyard of enemy territory.
We talking about in the ring, though,
he 30-something hours away on an airplane. Hell no. That's more tough than a dude fighting a domestic dude in his backyard. Come on, bruv. Not the same.
I mean, it's a knockout, man. We comparing a knockout to a
that's why I tank popular, man. That's why Mike Tyson is as popular as he was, because that's all people care about. I'm not faulting you for caring about it. I just wish everybody could get a knockout to make y'all feel that way, because hell no, this dude don't deserve to be talked about over Leo.
Yeah, I just wanted to give him a little shout out.
For sure.
I didn't watch the Leo.
I'm going through their Instagram to see do I find the highlights, but they ain't even highlight them, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I think he did it.
No, this is just pictures, damn. But I'll show that.
Yeah.
He got the
they did my
crown.
Man dirty.
He had the little crown and shit, thinking he's king.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know, he looked like a king out there, man, with that performance, bro. He did his thing. But I didn't watch the Leo fight. I'm gonna check on that. I can't really speak on how he performed. You know, you talking about the background.
Your man's in shape though. Shit.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? But next, I'm gonna holler at you, man. You know, it was some good fights, bro.
You the man.
I'm gonna holler. Shout out to you.
All right, Rell. What it do?
Yo, Nez, what's the word?
What up?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, you was right. That Quest is bugging Leo. That was tough for Leo. He's 30 hours away from what that shit was tough, and he put on a good master class. I don't know what he talking about. Now, but that heavyweight, he punching though. He definitely looked in shape. I gotta take pro for my man's Josh Teller. That was tough. You gotta give me that crow for that, Ness. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll take that.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Yo, how you feel about if it don't fall through with Devin and Tio? Because it seeming like that's like waiting on boots or whatever the case may be. How you feel about Devin taking that Teller smoke at 147?
Ew, I don't like that. Off of 4 straight losses? Nah,
you don't
man. Nah, I don't want that. Bro, they gonna crucify Dev.
Oh, no.
Nah, they'll crucify him. Think about it. They already...
But Josh didn't look crazy bad.
But, bro, they already talking about Jose Ramirez was faded off 2 losses. What they gonna say off 4? Nah, he got to stay away from Josh Teller. No.
Only thing I'm thinking about as what you were saying earlier in the year, we fight champions. I was an undisputed champion. This is something that he could put on his resume that he fought. That, you know what I mean? Make his resume look a little bit decent.
Bro, if Josh would have won,
I feel you.
If he would have won, I'd have been all for it. But, bro, I can't ask my favorite fighter to fight nobody coming off 4 losses. I don't give a fuck what favorite fighter you is of mine. 4 straight losses, I can't. And then you about to give him the 5th? Nah, that shit have wasted my time, man. I'm not tuning in. I'm not.
Yo, I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build something. You feel me? Devin needs building up again. He don't need to be just thrown in there. Like I said, I got Gio over him, but I don't feel like he need to be thrown in there with nobody that's like punching. I see Bill Haney talking about Boots and Brian Norman. That shit just look that shit don't even make sense to me. At 147 right now, Devin needs some soft touches to get built back up, man. I don't like that for that nigga, bro. For real. Well, what you think? If he can't get Tio, who you think?
Man, listen. Like I said before, I would have never said Boots, right? I would have never said Boots. But if they saying Boots, I want the Boots fight. I don't want nothing else, cause ain't nothing else. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. Ain't nothing else gonna put Devin up there like the Boots win. He beat Boots. We back to comparing him to Floyd, man. Bottom line, he beat Boots. We back to comparing him to Floyd. Right now they trying to play him.
I feel you, but
say he should never be compared to Floyd.
Let's be realistic.
I'm listening.
Let's be realistic, though. Be realistic, man. He not Boots. That's a tall.
Bro, he could do the
task,
same
bro.
thing he did to
And what he
Ramirez
was
to
just
Boots.
doing,
I think he could do the same thing he did to Ramirez to Boots. Same thing.
That's the difference is Boots is
punching.
actually going to be in there punching.
Yeah,
he's not
for
gonna
sure,
sit there and
for
be
sure,
timid and, yeah, he's
for
not
sure.
gonna be timid
But look, Ramirez ain't
fainting for no
punched.
reason.
You know why Ramirez ain't punched? Cause he got punched by a welterweight Devin Haney. Y'all keep thinking that he ain't got no more power.
Yeah,
He was at 35, 40. We at 47 now.
Ness, listen. But Boots been getting punched by Stanionis and getting punched by Champ. You know what I mean?
Stanionis ain't got the athleticism. He ain't got the athleticism or the pedigree of Devin. I mean, that's why he ain't got the accomplishments of Devin. And it's no disrespect.
Yo, before the fight, come on. If I'm not mistaken, before the fight, you were saying that Stanionis has great.
I picked Stanionis. I picked him.
Yeah.
But
we
can't sit here and say
I
that.
lost money on that.
We can't sit here and say that he's Devin Haney though. But I gotta go. Hold on. Let me see if there's even anybody here before I let you go. If not, you feel me? Where we at? Oh yeah, we got some calls. All right, champ. But yeah, listen. Like I said, I'd have never said it. But they saying it, I'm taking it. I want that. Ain't nothing else I want than that. Why? Because y'all going to be right back to calling my man Floyd Money Mayweather. Y'all going to be right back to saying, Dev, the next coming to Mayweather. Look, he be the generational talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, Major Media, how my opinion of Boots always wrong when I only picked against Boots one time? You sound weird. When did I give an opinion on Boots other than the Stanionis fight? You know what I'm saying? You love capping, man. I won't time you out because it's Sunday, man. It's God's day, man. I am Saint. Welcome to the contender level. Future BS4, $2. 4 consecutive losses. They robbed Catterall. I know, bro. Him and George in the same boat. Except now, if George loses again to Hitchens, he gonna have that 4-5 talk. Mr. Perfect, $2. 4 big fish emojis. Future BS4, $2. Put Ituama in the title for show's sake. Shout out Ekow. Hey man, listen. Everything ain't fit. You gotta respect Essuman. Look, I know y'all don't understand this, but I'm trying to grow. So I gotta stick to a certain amount of character counts that allows this title to function on X Spaces, to function on Discord, to function on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. We growing over there with some unique and organic listeners. We appreciate you. Please share our Twitch so we can grow. But yeah, the title has to be a certain amount of characters and fit on multiple different platforms, man. Remember, I'm one of the few live podcasts, right? This is a podcast, long form content, but we're also live, more like a radio show. So yeah, man. Speaking of all the platforms we're on, we do have a poll here on Discord. Each poll on each platform is different. Why? Because I want you to engage on all of them. So on Discord, we're saying Essuman outworked Josh Taylor for the W. Boots versus Essuman next. So you can vote on Essuman wins, Jerron Boots Ennis wins. Do Earl versus Ekow instead. Fight Relli instead. Fight Brian Norman instead. Right now, 100% of the votes are for Jerron wins. So, also, don't forget, we got a live poll going on here on YouTube where we're asking who was the standout performer this weekend. And we do have Itauma as the second choice option, coming in at 37% of the votes. Essuman's upset over Josh Taylor is at 53% of the votes. Angelo Leo's IBF title defense, 7% of the votes. And Collins' win for the WBC silver title, 3% of the votes. We're going out to Pat Bandero. Pat, what up?
What up, Ness? You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hey, shout out to TBV. Happy Sunday. Hey, man. Great night of boxing yesterday. Obviously, there was no great names, but like most of the fights were pretty good. Shout out to Quest though, because I believe he's making a good point that Alois Jr. the cruiserweight that you say had this crown and stuff like that. I know you didn't watch the fight, Ness, but that dude looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Obviously, yeah, you can see he was a focus man, and he's got talent. He moves. He's got plenty of muscle, but he moves his body pretty fast, and he was picking his shot. And you see, if you look at the knockout, you can see the feint that he did to the body and went to the hook went to hook the head. So I'm looking forward to see that guy again. He looks pretty good. Obviously, it's too early to say that he's going to be like a problem. But yeah, shout out to Quest for that. For me, I would say Itauma is the one that really got my attention, because I don't think the American heavyweight, he wasn't bad. I think it was pretty good. But Itauma, I think what's underrated is his defense and his speed. Like the check hook that put him down on the last the last knockdown, basically the knockout. That check hook, that was lit, pretty clean. You know what I'm saying? So for me, Itauma, we need to put him with someone really, really good now. For me, he needs to fight the winner between Wardley and is it Nooney or Hooney or something like that. For me, they need to put him against these guys. He's the winner of this fight. He doesn't belong to that low level now. They need to step him up for sure. But otherwise, Taylor, I think the problem with Taylor is I don't see him retiring, because I don't, it's quite diminishing to tell him to retire. But I cannot see him doing a lot in 147. The 147 is packed. He's gonna have one fight here and there, but yeah, Taylor is I cannot see him being a champion anymore. But that's my call up. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to TVV.
All right, champ. All right, appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. And speaking of retire, over on our Twitter poll, Ekow Essuman stunned Josh Taylor. What's Taylor's next move? Retire coming in at 68.2%. Rematch Essuman 4.3%. New welterweight foe 13%. Back to 140, 17.4%. And we're going out to Trice with the counter. What up?
Yo.
What
up, though? Hey, man. Say, man. Josh Taylor next fight, bro. I got it, bro. It should be Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner and Josh Taylor. I like that fight, man. We know Adrian Broner to be a 4-division champion. Is that, yeah, you feel me? He get in there. You 147 with Josh Taylor. I like that fight, man. I like that fight. I don't know whether we do it if let me ask you, Ness, if Adrian Broner fight Josh Taylor, should it be overseas or should it be in the States? What you think about that?
I mean, I'm assuming it would be overseas, because who the fuck paying for that over here?
Hey man, who's 60? That's the thing. Nobody say nothing about Pan. I'm just talking about the fight,
But
man.
that's the
Damn. See,
thing.
you always talk about money and shit.
Because it got to be realistic. Somebody got to pay for it. For us to have it as an American televised fight, what promoter's taking the risk on Adrian Broner? And then, what promoter is gonna call up Frank Warren to use Josh Taylor? Like, I mean, again, right now, Adrian Broner's in a contract with Don King. I can't see it happening, but I can't see it happening here. Over there, yeah. If he lets Broner go over there, back to Glasgow, Scotland, why not? That's where the money at. That's where they at with it.
I like the fight, man. I like that fight. Hell, even Blair Cobbs, who beat that Adrian Broner, hell, Blair Cobbs could use a type of guy like that. I mean, we ain't heard nothing. We ain't heard nothing from Blair Cobbs since he didn't beat motherfucking Broner. You feel me? So it's like he could use the name of that.
But this is why I advise people not to sign with Don King. But you know, people gonna do what they do.
Man. Hey man, shout out to the Midwest Mafia. You feel me? Once you feel me, you sign by blood over here, gang. So remember that, everybody who listen. This Midwest Mafia shit, this shit is for life. But shout out to Don King, though. I mean, shit, Adrian Broner, he always a big name, though. Him and Josh Taylor, though, I do like that fight, man. It brings all the elements. That's black versus white. You feel me? That's undisputed champion versus four-time division champion. You feel me? This got accolades and shit behind it, man. It's a good fight. I'm with the shits. Adrian Broner, go ahead and jump on the boat, man. Cross the water. Beat that man up in Scotland if you can do it. I like
he can't even get a plane ride?
Man, fuck the man. Hey, man, we trying to go overseas, man. Fucking get on the boat, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what the world champions did. It's funny. I was just talking to a motherfucker about that. Shout out to Jack Johnson and shit. We was saying, like, you do realize, like, back in the day when these guys was talking about, oh, I'm going to London, like in the 20s and the 50s and all this shit, wasn't no planes. These guys was on shit. Going to put hands and hooves on motherfuckers, bro. This shit is serious, man.
I don't know about hooves unless they have men.
You know, they goat, man. These guys are goats, man. That's where that hands and hooves came from Clarissa Shields. She's the goat. Put hands and hooves on hoes. But shout out TBV and shout out Toledo, Ohio, man. Y'all be cool, man.
I ain't. We got Future BS, $2 more. Oh, we read that. Lil Zooted, $2 in Africa. Mamba Coley flattens Ituama. 3 knockout, 3 rounds. Africa wins. Sterling, $2, known as Aloys Jr. Trice mentioned him other day. V-Dash, $2. Dev beat Boots. People forget all the Ryan BS. Eyes looking emoji. Flexing emoji. Landon Sterling back with another 2. Hughes landed right hand in the 7th. Chance for my KO bet. Landon Sterling back with another 2. Blair Cobbs was on YouTube live chat, wants winner. No, he always says he wants a fight. The issue is, can he actually get the fight? You know what I'm saying? Can he actually get that fight? Are they going to call him? Is Don going to like the contract? I just feel like with Don King, he's you know, slow down. Last call for callers. If you're trying to call in now, is the time. And while we are live, let's not forget we're doing a PS5 raffle, brand new PS5. You got to be a YouTube member in order to be part of the raffle. But every $25 gets you one virtual raffle ticket. At the end of the month, we put that in the spinning wheel, virtual spinning wheel. You see all the names there. You see the wheel spin. You see the winner selected. I ship it out. Costs me more than the $25 you spend to buy a virtual raffle ticket to ship it out. Plus, we're putting insurance on it so that you don't get it damaged or robbed and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, let me show you the Cash App and the Zelle. You can pause the screen now and use your camera phone to, scan that. For anybody in the UK, if you want to participate, we got PayPal. Obviously, I don't have it on the screen, but you could DM me, and I can give you the PayPal. you will have to pay that 3%. You know, PayPal charges 3%. Oh, you feel me? I need that cool, clean 25, hashtag 25, if you want to be in the PS5 raffle. Limited amount of days left, so get in now before it's too late. We got Khaled in Indiana. What is up?
Yo, Nash.
What up?
I bet. See, my man Angelo Leo got the win. He one of the guys I like at he one of the guys I like at 126. Hold up, bro. He one of the guys I like at 126. I know he over there with Top Rank. Maybe they can get the him and Espinoza scrap going. Maybe they can get like a him and Nick Ball scrap going, because that was just a tune-up in Japan and shit like that. He just did that to go get some bread. That was light work. So, yeah, man, shout out to Angelo Leo. Hey, I hopped on a little late. If you can, what's the Errol Spence comeback buzz? Like, have they given out a name, or is just more buzz that we've been hearing? Like we've been hearing.
Nah, it's him on Twitter. Someone asked him specifically, and he replied. So let me see. I still have it pulled up. We're screen sharing now on YouTube and on X live streaming video for those that want to view the actual tweet. So this is someone tweeting Earl and him responding. All Things Boxing. They're out of Dallas. And obviously they said, man, it's been a long time, Spence. If you not going to be boxing, you need to go ahead and announce retirement. Quit keeping your loyal fan base hoping and guessing. Errol Spence replies directly at him and says, Ben said, I'll come back when I'm ready. No one rushing me to do shit. So that's the only update we got.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's not coming back.
No. He obviously said he's not retired. He says, I've been said I'll come back when I'm ready. So the dude is specifically asking him to say if you're retired. So he's not retired. That is there. So you saying he's not coming back is, it's not based off of that.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, he's saying it, but I guess in that sentence, I don't know. I don't want to read on Twitter tweets. If that's what he's saying, that's what he's saying. Shit. But I mean, when I'm ready, it's like, all right, bro. It's like, you just gonna be out like on some Manny Pacquiao shit. You're gonna be out for like 4 years and like try to come back thinking it's sweet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's gonna work. You just getting older and older. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't get it. But yeah, man. Shout out to Errol Spence. Real quick before I hop off, I see that never mind, fuck it. I just save it for the next call. But yeah, Ness, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Shout out whole TBV, man. That's my call. Thank you.
You the man.
Richard Steele stops the fight.
Shout out to my guy Ryan, man. Appreciate the support. Member for 22 months on that champ level. Let's fucking go, Ryan. You the freaking man.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
He says, salute TBV. Border Wars fighters. Keep training and grinding. Salute emoji. Flex emoji. We got MiKyle B. What up?
What's going down, huh?
What up with you?
You see that, you see Moses Itauma, man? That shit look nice. I ain't gonna lie, it look nice. Like he got that one time type power, like man. I mean, his opponent was kinda
I already got some
older,
pop.
you know.
That's what, already got some pop.
That's what he was supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? He was supposed to knock him out, but for me, it wasn't so much the knockout as it was the fact that it came early and the way he was putting that man down. Like, dude looked like he got shot. Like, he looked like he hit him with a 40. Like, that was crazy though. But I heard rumbles that he might be getting ready to they might be putting some Queensberry might be putting something together with Turkey for him to fight Bakoli. They kept mentioning that on the broadcast. So I don't it's a little early for Bakoli, but with power like that, that's gonna make for an exciting fight for sure. Definitely make for an exciting fight. That was definitely the highlight of the boxing weekend for me. Then Essuman, I came into that fight a little late. I only saw the second half of that fight because I was watching the Ituama fight, and then I had to spar, and then I came back, and they were kind of in the middle rounds of the Essuman Josh Taylor fight. But from what I seen, and it looked like from the scores that were reflecting that Josh Taylor was winning up to the second half of the fight, and it's like almost Josh Taylor got old before our eyes. Like Essuman hit the gas pedal on him, and he didn't. He answered back, but he's like he couldn't really sway the tide. So some people are saying it was a robbery and that Josh Taylor should have edged it out. But from my eyes, from what I seen, Essuman definitely edged out the second half of that fight.
I ain't seen no robbery.
Yeah, I didn't see no robbery. But Josh Taylor, Josh Taylor, how the UK fans are about their fighter. They love their fighters. You go out there get whipped pillar to post, they gonna be, man, he was in there. I seen him. Like, all right. You seen Josh Taylor. It might be that time though. It might be that time for Josh Taylor. I mean, he still was able to fight a great fight, and I was hoping that he would be able to look good and win for real, because I want to see him and Catterall at 147. Let's run it again. But now that kind of takes the steam off of that rematch, because it's like, man, is he going to be able to give us a full 10, 12 rounds action like the previous fights? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It might be time for Josh Taylor to hang it up. Oh, and I sent you some on Instagram. At least this is what Blair the Flair is claiming. He's claiming that he's a free agent. So I don't know if he's still locked into that Don King contract or if he's actually been able to get out.
But it's not. I'll tell you this, man. I hope he's free. But, we talking about Don King, man.
Right. That's what I said. He said it on Instagram, but he's been trying to pull a move. All right, appreciate you, Ness.
I hope maybe he got a really good manager that, went through that contract and made sure there was no way they could be extended or things like that. And that's what I hope, man. I hope Blair's a free agent and that someone really could truly pick him up. I just wish that when I hooked him up, I mean, I guess in his mind, he the Broner fight was bigger, but I feel like you beat Broner and you got a plethora of inactivity. I think if you'd have took my Pro Box deal, he'd have had 4 fights. You know what I'm saying? He'd have been like Leo right now, active and sharp. Active and sharp, confident enough to go to a whole nother country and kick some butt. You feel me? But listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got Mr. Perfect, $2 more, 4 more big fish emojis. Time to drop a bomb for the 25 spot. Still a dub, but it's 25. Shout out to Chris. You know your last name. I won't put it out there. Chris just sent his 25 via Cash App for the PlayStation 5. You could do the same, remember. You can purchase a virtual raffle ticket or as many virtual raffle tickets as you want to try and win this PS5. We will be announcing the winner at the end of the month, putting everybody's name on a spinning wheel virtually in front of everybody as well, Nothing done in the dark. Always in front of you. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. We going out to Bo Rogers. Remember, if you want to participate in the raffle, pause the screen right now and use your camera phone to scan these QV codes and send your 25 to the respected account and get your raffle ticket. Bo, you available?
Hey, I'm here. What's up with
What up with you?
you? What's good? Yeah. Josh Taylor. I didn't get to see the fight. So I can't say how he looked and all that. But just going off of what the record he done did in the last couple of fights, and it's been like straight downhill from here. He been losing like a motherfucker. So it might be that time. I'm gonna go watch the fight before I say it, but he might have to go ahead and get ready to hang it up. 'Cause he getting his ass whooped, and he ain't really trying to fight nobody. So, well, he fighting people, but he can't even beat them guys they putting in front of him. So it's time for him to probably shut it down. And just to piggyback off the stuff I heard y'all talking about, I wouldn't mind seeing I heard. This is what I wanted to ask you. Blue Blood Sports said he made a video yesterday saying that T.O. and Devin was finalizing a fight. Is that true, or have you heard anything?
Nah, I haven't heard anything. But it's like
Yeah,
I
he said they
told
was
y'all.
final.
It's like I told y'all that I know that there was an offer for T.O. to fight Devin. You know.
Either him or Boots, right? So
Well,
he
he
he,
had to
he
pick.
chose
He
Devin.
had he had to pick whether him or Boots. But you know,
Word. That's all right if they do make it happen. It's about time. The boys been seem like they really don't like each other. I really ain't the style matchup. Gonna probably be like watching T.O. when he fought Ortiz again. I think Devin could beat T.O. So I think a lot of people could beat T.O. I just don't believe in T.O. like that. I think Devin could beat him. I think that's why he want that fight so bad, try to get to him because he done built up his resume and whatever. But he really ain't that good. If these guys were fighting with guys that motherfucker on the sideline really asking you guys to fight. That's why I don't take the belt so serious in boxing. I can't really take this sport to that level. I stopped watching it like that once I realized exactly what was going on. So these guys got to fight guys outside of them because they getting all the accolades. They've been backed by the money. But I would like to see Rashidi Ellis get a shot at one of them guys if they come to 147. I like to see T.O. and Rashidi. I think Rashidi Ellis can beat just about everybody out there. They just give him a shot and let him do his damn thing. They can't
man,
keep acting like they don't want to fight him.
yo,
Brian
you
Norman
be
don't want to do nothing with him. Shit just crooked. Holla.
yeah, man. Y'all gotta stop capping for y'all favorite fighters, man. How many times are we gonna interview Rashidi Ellison and his trainer, and they gonna tell us that they receive offers for all these guys? They never like the money, bro. They never like the money. Like, yo, you within your right to think you worth more, but your fan base gotta wake up. Like, what the fuck? You guys keep acting like they ain't getting no offers. They getting offers. They don't like the money, so they don't take the offer. We gotta stop capping, man. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. But if you really want to communicate with me, you need to be hitting me up on Instagram, like Laugh Out Loud Pillow did. Said he wanted to spar and didn't hit me. I reached to him on Discord, no response. Then he reaches out after. Sparring is early on Saturdays. Now today I gotta see, can I get him something, which is gonna be difficult on a Sunday without, you know, having first kind of mentioned it to someone like, yo, is you available for some Sunday sparring? That being said, what we didn't talk about is Usman being a potential opponent for Brian Norman. He picked up a WBO version of something that's going to put him in that position somewhere with the WBO at that welterweight division. Just letting y'all know, because y'all might be like, oh, why? I don't want that. But look, that's the way it goes. But shout out to Bartolomeo. You know your last name. He sent his 25 via Zelle and purchased the virtual raffle ticket. So now he's in the running for the brand new PS5. Salute to Bart. TBV's PS5 raffle. Only way to enter is you must be a YouTube member. You know, you could be the $3 member, though. You don't got to be a champ or nothing. And you have to purchase your virtual raffle ticket. You can do that via Zelle or Cash App or PayPal. If you use PayPal because you're an international person, know that you're paying the 3% the PayPal charges, all right? So whatever, you send your 25 plus that 3%, and we'll accept it, you know. And if you're international, we'll still ship it to you. It's probably going to be a whole lot more, but it is what it is. This is to get more members anyway, right? So we got AG on the line. And if you want to purchase a virtual raffle ticket, once again, this is the Zelle and Cash App. Pause the screen, use your phone, open the camera, scan these QV codes. You can send your money there. If you want to use Zelle, let me know. I can send you the link. We're going out to AG. What up?
Yo, what up, Ness? How's it going, dude? Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, so Usman's upset. What was it? Errol Spence comeback. That would be freaking awesome. Definitely not throwing him away after this one loss, even though he had some time off. Excited to see him back. But check this out. I was running over here in the San Diego area at work yesterday, and I ran into Giovanni Santillán.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so we were talking a little bit. He said he's moving up to 154, and he said 47 was kind of hard to make. He was cutting down to that, but yeah. So then he said Xander Zayas, a possible opponent.
Nice.
If he handles business and shit, you know, that's a big fight. Moving up in weight, fighting Xander Zayas. You know, he's pretty good.
Yeah. Classic Mexico versus Puerto Rico. They could use that.
Yes.
Zaya's also moving up.
Yeah,
Zaya's been there longer,
too, right?
but he was at 47 at once upon a time too.
That's right. And I thought their styles, the way they match up, man, it'll be a banger.
Yep.
So I'm excited, man. Hopefully that happens. But he said he's going to come to my fight on June 14th on the Midway, so that's pretty sick. He's a local San Diegan. So he's a good guy. Good, easy to talk to. Really humble guy. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You're trying to end it early, man. Hopefully some more callers call in. I'm about to get off work soon. I want to listen in and stuff. So.
Hey, I ain't trying to end it. If we get the callers, we got it going. You know me.
Yeah, I feel you, Ness. Yeah, appreciate your hard work, though, man. You guys take it easy. Take care.
All right, bro.
Thanks for having me.
You too. Where the callers at? People got to work on Sunday. People want to run on Sunday. Where the callers at, man? Speaking of run, I should probably go hit a little trail, hit the mountain up, man. A little early day, hit that mountain up. But phone lines are open. If you want to keep it going, we need you to jump in now. Now is the time to call in. Now is the time to call in. Right now, let's give an update. We got 240,931. So we are growing in terms of subscribers. We're almost there to get to that next step, that next goal of 241,000. But You know, I'm shifting, man. While I want to get to that 1,000,000 subscribers because I know that the fighters want to be interviewed by someone that has 1,000,000 subscribers, I'm more interested in you guys sharing the show because that's how you really grow. You know, people receive a text message from you saying, yo, check out this interview, and they're going to check out this interview. And speaking of interviews, we got a couple of interviews scheduled for you guys this coming week. We got on Monday, May 26th, Olympian Tamara Tebow. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m. We got a busy day tomorrow. Robert Merriweather III, newly signed to Black Prime. He's going to be on the show at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then Fernando Vargas Jr. will be on the show at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern. If you head on over to my community page right here on YouTube or to our Patreon page as a member or as a Patreon, you can ask these three guests a question. Also, on Tuesday morning out of Canada, we're going to be having the champion Sarah Bailey on the show at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. On Wednesday, we got Troy Nash, fresh off the WBC and Riyadh season tournament, still in the tournament, got the win, moves forward. He'll be on the show 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, May 28th, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thursday, we're going to have the WBO champion, Shadeja Green, hailing out of New Jersey, the Sweets Terminator, 15-1 with 11 big KOs, 9:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we have some other things here we got to schedule. We just got a new one, 2 new ones that I got to add to the schedule. We'll be having the opponent and challenger of Avis Griffin. Avis, newly signed to MVP Promotions. Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez will be his opponent. This is going to be a welterweight barn burner. Both these men can punch with either hand. This is it. Shout out to Jake. I swear I was not watching. Well, I was watching it, but I wasn't buying it. I was going like wait for the replay or some shit. I wasn't buying the Julio Cesar Chavez Jake pay-per-view. But this welterweight fight and another fight that's on the card, I'm all in for. I rock with my youngins. This on the come up, you know, contenders and prospects of today or the stars of tomorrow. So we locked and loaded for this one. So we already interviewed Avis, who's on the left. Check out that interview. It was stunning, amazing. His story is beyond inspirational. But we're going to be interviewing Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday. So if you want to interview him, if you want to ask him a question, then you know what to do. You know what to do, man. Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez. You know? We got more. We're also gonna have Jalil Hackett. Let me make sure. So Jalil hasn't confirmed, but it looks like Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern may work for him. He hasn't confirmed. And on Tuesday, we don't have any Eastern, so we can do We don't have any evenings, so we can accommodate him if need be, if once he gets back to me, right? So those are our upcoming guests. If you remember, head on over to the Patreon page or the YouTube page. Excuse me, or the YouTube community page where you can ask a question to each of our guests. If you don't see a post there yet for a guest, after scrolling, because you got to scroll, but if you don't see a post, then just double back. The Julian post is not out. The only ones that's not out is Julian and Jalil, as those were just interviews that I confirmed during the show this morning. So other than that, everything else is out, and everything else you can drop a question for. That looks like it is it. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace.